All right, chapter 3 is a bit longer, 10 pages or so. And really just dove into the power of the internet because the internet plays a big part in being a prosumer as far as you're having no overhead, you're having no employees whatsoever, you're focusing on communicating through over the internet, you're having a home-based business and such. So in this case, we went over the age of the consumer and the potential big business because of that. Some fuss about, yet again, going into the internet. I found this part interesting. You put it apart called "The Casino Always Wins." Steve Wynn, the CEO of Wynn Resorts in Las Vegas, knows a thing or two about producers and consumers. Wynn has rocked the game. Okay, whatever. I don't need to read that. When a reporter asked Wynn which game of chance offered the best odds in the casino, Wynn smiled and replied, "If you want to make money in a casino, own one." Why? Because odds are stacked in favor of the house. As a result, the casino will always produce wealth, while the gambler will always consume wealth. This is a lot right there. Wynn's sage advice applies not just to people who gamble, but to every consumer. If you want to make money in a store, own one. People tell themselves they can save money when they buy stuff on sale or at discount, just like gamblers tell themselves they can make money playing poker and throwing dice. In the end, they're just kidding themselves. This one's also interesting too, the question of, do you want to be the gorilla or the banana? So, gorillas need bananas to survive. So the gorillas come up with all kinds of tricks and schemes. They call it marketing in relation to comparing gorillas to producers and bananas to consumers. So they call it marketing to attract more bananas, offering deep discounts in their favorite trick. And the bananas fall for it every time. They line us to get eaten by all the gorillas. They get fatter and fatter and happier. Meanwhile, the bananas get skinnier and skinnier and more frustrated. They hang from the trees trying to figure out why they can't get ahead in life. Then a gorilla shouts, "Buy it cheaper over here." And the banana gets all excited, jumps off the tree, and line up to get eaten all over again. Let's be a gorilla, baby. Gorilla all the way. Wake up and smell the coffee. Look, consumers versus producers plan. Consumers spend money, producers make money, own the company, unlimited income potential, financially free, new economy thinking, increased down. So that's long-term wealth. Well, that sounds all fine and dandy, that's for sure. Producer's advantage wouldn't be a column or section of this. The truth is, producers get to choose how they live, while consumers get their lifestyle chosen for them. So I ask you, which would you rather be, a prosperous producer or a cash-strapped consumer? The downside of becoming a producer, the question becomes, how do I become a bigger producer of wealth? There are a couple of ways to do that. The truth is, you and I have a good chance of becoming the next Tiger Woods as to becoming the next Sam Walton. Again, this book is fairly old, probably the past 10 years or so, so it's not as relevant in that sense when they say reference like, oh, Tiger Woods kind of thing. Even with Tiger Woods, you could still use that for sure. And again, this is what I was referring to earlier. Producers plan, consumer plan, no employees, low overhead, home-based business, computer with internet access, word-of-mouth marketing, keep all the profits for yourself. What's to lose? Being a prosumer means directing traffic to your corporate partner's website and teaching others to do the same, which means you don't have to sit on the sideline and watch producers get rich on the e-commerce explosion. And just think, as online prosumer, you can position yourself to get rich right along with them. Oh. All right, chapter 4 next. Peace.